Top 9 Fast-Growing Vegetables You Can Harvest in 30 Days. Hey there, fellow plant lovers. Welcome back to Earthly Delights, your go-to space for everything green and thriving. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting your journey with homegrown vegetables, you're in the right place. We all dream of stepping into our gardens or balconies and picking fresh, crisp vegetables, grown with our own hands. But let's be real, not everyone has the patience to wait months for a harvest. That's why today, I'm bringing you 9 of the fastest growing vegetables that you can plant and enjoy in just 30 days. Yes, you heard that right, fresh, homegrown veggies in just a month. If you're someone who loves quick results, lives in an apartment with limited space, or simply wants to add a touch of green to your daily routine, this video is for you. I'll be sharing practical tips to help you succeed, even if you're working with a tiny garden or just a few pots on your balcony. So, if you love easy, rewarding gardening, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you never miss out on more tips from Earthly Delights. Now, let's dive into our first fast-growing vegetable. Let's kick things off with one of the fastest-growing vegetables you can plant, radishes. If you've ever thought gardening takes too long, radishes will prove you wrong. These little root vegetables are the speed demons of the garden, going from seed to harvest in as little as 26 to 30 days. That's right, in just about 4 weeks, you can be pulling fresh, crunchy radishes straight from your soil. Radishes are perfect for beginners and busy gardeners alike. They don't demand much, just a pot of loose, well-draining soil, a sunny spot with 5 to 7 hours of direct sunlight, and a little bit of patience. They thrive whether you're growing them in a backyard garden, raised beds, or even small containers on a balcony. And the best part? They don't need a ton of space. A 12-inch pot can hold up to 20 radish plants, making them ideal for urban gardeners or anyone working with limited room. Water them regularly, keep the soil moist but not soggy, and within a week, you'll start seeing tiny green sprouts push through the surface. It's incredibly satisfying to watch them grow so quickly. When the roots reach about the size of your thumb, they're ready to harvest. Pull them up, rinse them off, and enjoy their crisp, peppery bite in salads, sandwiches, or even pickled for an extra zing. And here's a bonus. Radish leaves are completely edible too. Many people overlook them, but they're packed with nutrients and can be tossed into stir-fries, soups, or blended into smoothies. So not only do you get a fast-growing crop, but you also get a zero-waste vegetable that gives you even more value for your efforts. Ready to try growing radishes yourself? Stay tuned because next, we're diving into another incredibly rewarding vegetable that's just as easy to grow, fenugreek. Fenugreek, the multi-purpose super green. If you're looking for a versatile, fast-growing green that doesn't just add flavor to your meals but also comes packed with health benefits, fenugreek is the perfect choice. This powerhouse plant can go from seed to harvest in just 25 to 30 days, making it one of the quickest and easiest vegetables to grow at home. What makes fenugreek special is that it thrives in almost any space. Whether you have a small garden, a balcony, or just a few containers on your windowsill, you can grow this nutritious green with very little effort. It loves full sun, about 4 to 5 hours a day, and does well in moist, well-draining soil. But here's the best part, it doesn't require perfect spacing. Unlike other plants that need to be carefully arranged, fenugreek can be sprinkled across a pot, and it will still grow beautifully. Once you plant the seeds, you'll start seeing tiny sprouts in just 3 to 5 days. And within a few weeks, you'll have lush green leaves ready to harvest. The trick is to cut them just above the base, allowing the plant to regrow for multiple harvests. So with just one planting, you get fresh greens over and over again. Fenugreek isn't just a vegetable, it's a superfood. Its leaves can be used as a flavorful addition to soups, curries, and salads, while its seeds are often used as a spice in many cuisines. And if you're into nutrient-rich gardening, fenugreek is packed with iron, fiber, and antioxidants, making it an excellent choice for a healthy, homegrown diet. And here's something you might not know, fenugreek is one of the few plants that actually improves soil health. It works as a natural soil enricher, adding nutrients back into the dirt, which means anything you plant after it will grow even better. If you love the idea of a plant that grows fast, keeps giving, and boosts both your health and your garden. Fenugreek is a must-try. But we're just getting started. Up next, we have a vegetable that's perfect for adding a mild onion flavor to your dishes without the long wait: green onions. Green onions, cut and come again. If you've ever wanted a fresh, homegrown ingredient that's ready to harvest in just a few weeks and keeps on giving, look no further than green onions. These mild, flavorful greens are a staple in many kitchens, adding a crisp, onion-like kick to just about any dish. And the best part? They're one of the easiest vegetables to grow, even if you have limited space. Green onions thrive in containers, garden beds, and even small pots on your kitchen windowsill. They don't need a lot of room, just a bit of sunlight, a moist growing medium, and a little patience. Unlike traditional onions that take months to mature, green onions grow fast and continuously, allowing you to snip what you need and let the rest keep growing. Planting them is incredibly simple. Just scatter the seeds on top of well-draining soil, cover them lightly, and keep the soil evenly moist. In about 5 to 6 days, tiny green shoots will begin to emerge, and within 3 to 4 weeks, your onions will be tall enough to harvest. When they reach about 10 to 15 inches in height, you can start trimming them. The trick is to cut the stalks just above the soil level, leaving about 2 inches of growth. This way, the plant will continue to regenerate, allowing you to enjoy multiple harvests from a single planting. Green onions don't just taste great, they're also packed with vitamins A, C, and K, making them a fantastic addition to a healthy diet. They bring a fresh, mildly spicy flavor to everything from salads and stir-fries to soups and omelets. And here's something you'll love: if you ever buy a bunch of green onions from the store, you can regrow them indefinitely. Simply place the white root ends in a glass of water, keep them in a sunny spot, and watch as fresh green shoots start growing back within days. It's a fun, easy way to enjoy an endless supply of fresh onions right from your kitchen. Now that we've covered green onions, let's move on to a salad favorite that grows effortlessly and rewards you with crisp, fresh leaves: lettuce. Lettuce, the perfect salad green. If you love fresh, crisp salads but don't want to wait months for a full-grown plant, lettuce is your best friend. It's one of the fastest growing leafy greens, perfect for both beginners and seasoned gardeners alike. And the best part? It doesn't require a large garden. You can easily grow it on a balcony, in a container, or even in a small indoor space with good lighting. Lettuce seeds sprout quickly and effortlessly, usually germinating within 6 to 8 days. Once planted in moist, well-draining soil, they require just moderate sunlight and consistent watering to thrive. And because lettuce loves cool temperatures, it's an ideal choice for year-round gardening, especially if you grow it indoors or in shaded outdoor spots. One of the greatest things about lettuce is that you don't have to wait for a full head to form. Instead of harvesting the entire plant, you can snip the outer leaves as they grow, allowing the inner leaves to keep producing for weeks. This cut and come again method means you'll have a continuous supply of fresh greens, ready whenever you need them. And let's talk about variety. There's so much more to lettuce than just iceberg or romaine. With so many types: butterhead, oak leaf, loose leaf, and even colorful varieties like red leaf lettuce, you can add both flavor and beauty to your garden. Plus, homegrown lettuce is crisper, sweeter, and far fresher than anything store-bought. Beyond being a fast grower, lettuce is also packed with nutrients like vitamin K, folate, and fiber, making it a fantastic choice for anyone looking to add more greens to their diet. Whether tossed into a fresh summer salad, layered in a sandwich, or blended into a smoothie, homegrown lettuce brings a whole new level of freshness to your meals. Now that you know how easy it is to grow lettuce, let's move on to a leafy green that's just as simple but even more nutrient-dense: spinach. Spinach, the nutrient-packed super green. If you're looking for a vegetable that's as easy to grow as lettuce but even more packed with nutrients, spinach is the way to go. This powerhouse green grows quickly, thrives in small spaces, and is incredibly versatile in the kitchen. Whether you're blending it into smoothies, tossing it into salads, or sautéing it with garlic, fresh homegrown spinach is a game changer for any meal. One of the best things about spinach is that it germinates fast, with tiny sprouts emerging in just 5 to 6 days. It does well in cooler temperatures, making it an excellent choice for early spring and fall gardening. But don't worry if you live in a warmer climate, you can still grow spinach indoors or in a partially shaded area to keep it from wilting too quickly. Unlike some other leafy greens, spinach is incredibly low maintenance. It needs 5 to 6 hours of sunlight a day, regular watering, and rich, well-draining soil to thrive. A mix of garden soil and compost works perfectly, giving the plant all the nutrients it needs to grow strong and lush. And here's the best part: you don't have to wait long to start harvesting. When the leaves reach about 4 to 6 inches long, they're ready to be picked. Simply cut the outer leaves first, leaving the center to keep producing more greens. This method lets you enjoy fresh spinach for weeks, all from the same plant. Spinach is more than just a fast-growing vegetable, it's a nutritional powerhouse. Packed with iron, vitamin C and antioxidants, it's a fantastic way to boost your diet with essential nutrients. And since it grows so quickly, you'll always have a fresh supply on hand whenever you need it. But if you think spinach is impressive, wait until you hear about the next vegetable on our list. It's one of the most unique crops you can grow at home. And it keeps producing long after the first harvest: garlic greens. Garlic greens, a flavorful addition that keeps giving. If you love the taste of garlic but don't want to wait months for full-grown bulbs, garlic greens are the perfect alternative. These fast-growing, flavorful shoots bring a mild, garlicky kick to your dishes and are incredibly easy to grow, even in the smallest of spaces. Whether you have a garden bed, a balcony, or just a small pot on your windowsill, garlic greens thrive with minimal effort. Planting them is as simple as it gets. Just take a few garlic cloves, press them gently into well-draining soil, and make sure the flat end is facing down. Within 6 to 7 hours of sunlight a day and consistent moisture, you'll see green shoots emerging in just a few days. And the best part? You don't need to wait long to start harvesting. Once the greens reach about 6 to 8 inches tall, they're ready to trim. Cut them about 2 inches above the soil, and they'll keep regrowing for the next 2 to 3 months. This means you'll have a continuous supply of fresh garlic greens without needing to replant. Garlic greens aren't just delicious, they're packed with antioxidants, vitamin C and antibacterial properties, making them an excellent immune-boosting addition to your meals. Whether sprinkled over soups, mixed into salads, or stirred into scrambled eggs, these tender greens add a depth of flavor without overpowering your dishes. And here's something you'll love, even if you've never grown anything before. Garlic greens are almost impossible to mess up. They're hearty, forgiving, and incredibly rewarding, making them perfect for both beginners and experienced gardeners alike. Now that you know how easy it is to grow your own garlic greens, let's move on to a leafy green that's as nutritious as it is resilient: kale. Kale, the hardy superfood that keeps growing. If you're looking for a vegetable that's nutrient-dense, incredibly resilient, and grows back after every harvest, kale is the perfect choice. This super green isn't just packed with vitamins A, C, and K, but it's also one of the easiest vegetables to grow at home. Whether you have a sprawling backyard or just a few pots on your balcony. Unlike delicate greens that wilt in the heat, kale is surprisingly hardy. It thrives in cooler temperatures, but it can also handle warm climates if given a bit of shade. Just 4 to 6 hours of sunlight a day is enough to keep it growing strong. And the best part? You don't need a huge space. A single 12-inch pot can hold multiple kale plants, making it ideal for small space gardening. Kale seeds sprout within 7 to 8 days, and once the seedlings reach about 4 to 6 inches tall, they're ready to be transplanted. They love nutrient-rich soil, so mixing in compost or organic fertilizer every 10 days will help them grow even more lush and vibrant. But here's where kale gets even better: it's a cut-and-come-again vegetable, meaning you can start harvesting leaves as soon as they reach the size of your hand. Instead of pulling the whole plant, just pick the outermost leaves, leaving the center intact so it can keep producing for months on end. This way, a few plants can provide a steady supply of fresh greens for your kitchen. And if you've ever struggled with pests in your garden, kale has a natural solution. A simple spray of neem oil or chili extract can help keep caterpillars away, ensuring your plants stay healthy and thriving. So whether you're tossing it into salads, blending it into smoothies, or sautéing it with garlic, Homegrown kale is a delicious and powerful addition to any meal. But if you think kale is impressive, wait until you hear about the next vegetable, a root crop that's just as rewarding and gives you both delicious greens and a crunchy harvest: turnips. Turnips, a dual-purpose crop for quick rewards. If you're looking for a vegetable that gives you twice the harvest in the same amount of time, turnips are the perfect choice. Not only do they grow fast and effortlessly, but they also offer both edible greens and crisp, flavorful roots, making them one of the most rewarding crops for home gardeners. Turnips are incredibly low maintenance, thriving in small garden spaces, raised beds, and even deep containers. All they need is a well-draining soil mix, plenty of sunshine, at least 5 to 6 hours a day, and regular watering to keep the soil moist but not soggy. With these simple conditions, you can have a harvest in just 30 days. The magic starts within 5 to 7 days of planting, when tiny seedlings begin pushing through the soil. As they grow, their lush green leaves create a beautiful, vibrant display, adding a touch of life to your garden or balcony. And the best part? You don't have to wait for the roots to fully mature to start enjoying the harvest. Turnip greens are just as delicious and nutritious as the roots. Rich in vitamins A, C, and K, they're perfect for salads, stir-fries, or simply sautéed with garlic. By trimming a few leaves at a time, you can continue harvesting while the roots keep developing beneath the soil. And when the bulbs reach about 3 to 4 inches in diameter, it's time for the main harvest. The key is to pick them before they grow too large, as smaller turnips are sweeter, more tender, and easier to cook with. Whether roasted, mashed, or added to stews, fresh turnips bring a subtle, earthy sweetness to any dish. So if you want a versatile, fast-growing crop that gives you double the harvest in the same amount of time, turnips should definitely be on your list. But we're not done yet. Up next, we have a vegetable that's not only incredibly fast-growing but also one of the most visually stunning plants in the garden: Swiss chard.